So, Mom, you were just talking about how this shorter man, not so tall, came to the supply.
Yeah, and they're not even handsome. So I never paid attention. And anyway, yeah, but he didn't come often, no, but he comes when he need to come to get the supplies. He was, preventive maintenance department, and I don't know, I don't know, so many times he came, okay. Well, then one day he said he's gonna have, he planned to go to Tokyo. And would you like to show me around? Okay. So I said, sure. So, did he drive?
Train?
No, we took a train.
Yeah, I would think.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe we took a train. Yeah. And that's, we showed around. And, but then I always thought, I said, what is this guy? Because I wasn't interested in him. And I don't drink much. At the time, I drink maybe few drinks, but I don't want it. I'm not a really drinker. And, but that was the beginning. Yeah. Well, then, oh God. And then he started asking me out, okay. And I got tired of seeing him all the time. And I wasn't interested in him. And
you married him.
yeah, well, then he asked me, what do you do tomorrow? What I do tomorrow, I work and come home and eat and go to sleep. Well, then the conversation got, like that. Well, then, every night he wanted to take me out. And I got tired of that. Because I don't drink much. And I see nothing but soldiers around, or guys. Okay. And in fact, I had someone Japanese. He was a banker. And he was in the bank in the office working. And I go there to cash a check and things. So he knows me, and I know him too. Actually, he was a good-looking guy, Japanese, and.
But I heard a rumor you didn't want to marry a Japanese husband.
Because of my parents.
Yeah.
I know what it's like. I mean, I'm not everybody else saying, but because I've seen my parents went through. And I didn't want a Japanese, that's for sure. And I didn't know who, but, because I wasn't thinking about it, marry or something. I mean, that was, number second three.
Yeah.
But he never gave me a chance to meet anybody because he wanted to take me out every night. And I got tired of it. And 3 months later, I said, we should get married. Yeah.
And he said yes? So you proposed?
Yeah.
And then...
yeah, it's sort of. Because I said, I don't want to see you every night. I mean, I don't drink, you sit there, what you going to talk? And then you're exhausted with the talking, There's nothing to talk, anything. But that's how it happened.
So then, at that point, you were married, and now you could move on to the base, no? As a married couple.
After we got married,
Yeah.
just a minute, after we got married, oh, my father didn't come. He said that he was sick, but I don't think so. And he just didn't want it.
So you took some heat for getting into romance with American.
I wasn't thinking American, especially, no. No, but I didn't want to marry a Korean.
Or Japanese.
No.
I know.
And
remember
I didn't want to have a Japanese husband because I see enough from my parents. That was enough. My mother really suffered, mentally. And because my father was a good-looking guy, and the women liked him. And I can tell. I remember when I was second or third grade, so I was 7, 8, something like that. I come home. I walk home to school because the school was like from here to 12 miles, so
Okay.
No, a little bit farther. But we walked every morning, go to school, and then I come home. Then I see new shoes, get zori things because in Japan you take shoes
Yeah,
off.
right off at the entry.
That's right. So I can tell, who it's a women's shoes or, like I say, if my father said that he wouldn't come to work because he was always like a sick, get cold easy, catch cold easy, and it was a cold, and so I came home with 2 or 3 pair of shoes, so I know somebody came to greet him or give him company or what. Then after that I think about it. How come they know my mother wasn't there, right? And why I come home from school? I was a little kid, and yet
You're thinking through, right? Why?
I'm thinking through why. Because I don't think they would come if mother were there. Because she always had a baby. She was always carrying baby.
Yeah.
All right. And how come? So there was 2 women sitting in like a living room. So I joined. They talked to me nice, and but I get bored because I don't want to sit there. And it's no fun. So, but then even kids, I always thought a lot of things, and I was pretty advanced in some ways. And how come they know mother is not here, so they can visit him? Because if he's off, there's somebody, always a woman comes. It's not the 1, 2, sometimes 3, okay? And so then my father is offering tea and stuff, and he's supposed to be in bed. And even the kids wonder these things.
Wow.
And see, because he came, the woman comes, so he want to be nice, get up and make a tea, because my mother always had tea on. That's why hibachi.
Yeah.
There, having a living room, there was always fire, even
24 hours.
no, every 360 some days, every day.
Every day.
Because you never know when people visit, so you always have that things very hot water, because there was no hot water like here, heat. So always, even the summertime, my mother, and had ready, so she can offer tea right away, But anyway, so he has hot water, and he was, putting tea for ladies, and he's supposed to be in bed, and he seems enjoying, and even the kids. But after that, they said, "Well, how come if their mother was there, I don't think they come and stay, right? Maybe come and greet and say, we heard your, husband is sick, so we came and something like that. But how come it's not always,
Well, where was your mom?
she was always caring baby, visiting her mother.
So he would be conveniently sick when she was visiting her mom.
Right. and a visit, but come back at night. All right. Because you can walk, let's say, with adult within an hour. She'll get her parents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So because she's only daughter.
Right.
And her mother, my grandmother, misses her because she's only daughter. And so she go visit. Yeah, and so this late, so my father would say also, "Oh, my wife is not, here visiting mother-in-law or something. Oh, come on, and so he was having a good time. He had a company all the time, every time, and I said, funny. But even as little as I was, I thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we on the discussion with my father though, you got to the point where you said, hey, if we're gonna continue dating every day, we should get married, right? Then so you did.
Yeah.
And at that point, he was probably just living in a barracks, maybe, I don't know. But did you move into family housing then or something on the base?
No, we rented a house. Yeah, a small house, 1 bedroom, but we had extra little room, but extra room, because when my mother visits, she can stay.
Now, how did she feel about this?
Oh God, that I don't want to really get in. My father.
They didn't approve. Do we just leave it like that?
He didn't say anything.
But they don't. What he was.
No, he doesn't want that. He doesn't like that. But
your
now
mother?
I'm not the kid anymore either.
But was it your mother or your father that was that had more feelings about this?
About the feeling of what?
You being married.
Married at 49?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure it hurt him.
Him more.
Yeah.
But your mom would come and visit.
So women, it's a different.
Well, did she and my father get along? Or they just didn't talk?
I guess they got along. They got along, okay. But I don't think mother had a happy marriage. I don't think
I know, but she came to visit you. I'm just wondering how her and my father got along.
Got along with mother or me?
Well, you too, right? She came to visit you, so obviously she was still
every time mother visit me, maybe my mother visit us,
yes.
okay. Once a month, or once every other month, I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, in the stay few days.
Yeah.
Weekends, yeah. So I had the bed, but the first house we moved in was just 1 bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I had this real tiny room, but I had this extra rooms where we have just
tatami.
No, not tatami, wood.
Oh.
Yeah, so we have a little single bed, put there, and the mattress and So that's where she slept. But after baby comes,
did my father and her talk at all? Did he know much Japanese or no? None.
Little. Very little. He felt okay. The guys feels okay, I think. And guys can get along with another guy.
Yeah.
Another, in-laws, I think. Than the women.
Women.
I think so. Yeah, so but after a while, first year I think he didn't talk to me. My father.
Oh God. Yeah.
So I just, that's okay. So I talked to mother or other siblings, it didn't hurt me. And
Well, I mean, it obviously got a little better because I remember him, and I remember getting the quail eggs with him out in the quail.
oh, you remember just very little, right?
Very little.
As my father.
Your father.
Your
To me, he was very quiet,
Yeah.
but and we didn't talk because we couldn't really talk.
Well, yeah, because you were a baby.
Oh, I was 1972 when we went, so I was maybe 7 or 8 years old.
Oh, that's right. After he died, I took you and Cassie with me.
Oh, he didn't die until the late 70s.
Oh, not my father. Oh, what am I thinking?
Yeah, no, he was there.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember watching TV with him.
Oh, yeah. He told me one day, said Frank is okay.
He did.
Yeah. Yeah. So he thought, yeah, he's okay. Because
was this while you were still in Japan or after some years?
No, he was in Japan because he meet to him, But see, New Year's we went to parents' house.
Yeah.
And Christmas they come to us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So every Christmas
they came to you in Tokyo.
They came to me. So a few years you were a baby, of course, and they came. And he said, Frank, it's okay.
He must offer your dad some drinks and stuff,
Yeah, because I always kept 3 cases of beer.
Yeah.
3 cases, and I was drinking too.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah.
3, 4 beers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot for me.
Yeah.
And that's how I got, I think.
The vertigo.
Yeah. I think so. I really think that's because I can't drink alcohol, period.
All right. So how long? So when did you got married in when? When was the marriage? I forget.
1950 something.
But you didn't leave Japan until 1968.
Because we were living in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was working.
So he got.
I remember this. I said, I can marry you. I told him I can marry you, but I don't want to be soldier's wife. That I remember. I say that. So I guess it's in his mind. He wanted to get out, and he wanted to get out too. Anyway, and he got other job. Actually, he got a good job
in Japan.
Yes, he was. He was responsible for armed forces. It was just Johnson Air Force Base and Yokota Air Force Base, 2 bases. We
merged.
Yeah, merged, sort of. And all the concessionaires, Japanese concessionaires, there are many of them, just under his wing. He had to.
But he was a civilian. He wasn't military. He was civilian.
Civilian, but he was a military first.
Yeah.
Oh, but after, he came back, he was a civilian because I told him I don't want to be soldier's wife. And
so did he? When you married him, was he a soldier, or had he already left the military?
No, he was a soldier. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and but anyway. We came back, and he liked Japan.
Yeah.
And of course, then I had the maid too. Yeah, I had the maid. So, we were. We are not rich or anything.
No, but living well.
It's a living okay. Yeah, okay. And Then after we came back here, but he had a hard time finding a job. He was.
In coming back in 68?
After we came back, he was having a hard time finding. But, he had to take care of a family. So he had the manager's job was open in Illinois or Yeah, Illinois. The city we lived.
Aurora.
Aurora. Aurora. And so he was assigned it. But that's not what he really wanted. But and
What did he
it
want?
was too little. I mean, he was offered to become a professional boater.
I did know that. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what he wanted to do.
I think he wanted, but he couldn't because he'd be traveling a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
Back then, there was not that much money in it.
Well.
Not like today.
Yeah. And he'd be off away all the time.
All the time.
And he didn't want that, and so he turned him down. But he was a very, very good bowler.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, so they really came and tried to persuade him to become professional bowler. But anyway, well, you never know how fate turns.
All right, so I think we'll stop there. Because then, is there much more about the story coming to America then? Because I can start there next time. Or probably covered most of it.
I don't know.
All right. Well, anyway, I'm going to sign off now for this part. Okay.